Hey guys, Not So Obvious Gaming here today, and today I'm with Master M. What's up?
Hello, people of the internet world. It's one only mind double master. I'm here. Here with you guys with another live stream today with Not So Obvious Gamer, my cousin. Obviously, we've done this like 6 million times.
Today we're gonna talk about the movie that I don't know how long it's been out for. I don't know how long it's been out now.
Like
Um,
3 days. Like three
yeah,
days.
yeah.
Just saying, if it does seem a little echoey, we do have our microphones set into our PS4s. So if you,
Well, I don't.
oh, you don't hear the echo?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Well, so I watched the movie, and Master M just wanted me to tell him what it was about because he said
Just,
he's gonna
just,
see the
just
movie.
saying before, just saying before you watch this, spoiler alert, because there are gonna be a bunch of spoilers.
Yes, spoilers and spoilers for days. Like, I'm not even kidding. I put it in the description and in the title for this video. So don't get all mad once you say, "Why'd
If
you spoil
you
the
get,
movie?" I said it.
uh,
I said it.
it says it in the title, stupid.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the stuff that happened and when we made our video for top 2016 movies, or like, was that what was it called again? Like, we talked about.
2016, 2016 hot or not movies.
Okay. So we did talk about Batman versus Superman, and I just watched it like a few like 1 or 2 hours ago. And honestly, in my own opinion, I loved it, but a lot of people, like some of my friends, there's been a lot of mixed emotions about it. One
Yeah, I
second,
have heard
I
about
gotta
that.
go.
Well, for him, I think I'll take over. Um, I have heard from a lot of people that the movie was kind of confusing at some points, and then with Not So Obvious Gamer telling me more about the movie, um, I do understand at some points why people will be confused. So yeah. So I think I'll start off by telling you what starts to happen. I'm going to explain this in the best way I can. So huge spoiler. This is like saying that Han Solo died if in Star Wars. Star Wars. Just saying. If you still haven't watched Star Wars, that's like a sin. Legit. That's a crime. If you have not watched Star Wars right now, that is like a crime. If you've not watched Star Wars, then that's horrible. The movie comes out like in 5 days. It comes out on April 5th. Well, it comes out on April 1st, but then on Blu-ray it comes out April 5th. If you haven't watched it, then that's a problem. That's a sin right there. Go to church and confess your sin for not watching the Star Wars movie. But this is like practically telling you that Han Solo died. So huge major spoiler alert: Superman dies. He dies. Doomsday ends up stabbing him with. I think he told me that Wonder Woman ended up cutting an edge off of Doomsday's uh, arm or something like that, and he ended up stabbing Superman. And of course, if you get stabbed directly through the chest, then that's practically death. So they both die. Superman stabs him with the Krypton spear. Yes, Superman held Krypton. He held Krypton, people. That is amazing. That's like.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm very sorry about that. Was I
Okay.
gone too long?
I just told him the major spoiler that Superman died. That you can take it away.
Oh,
I just said that in an accent. You should take it away.
okay. We're not exactly super sure if he's actually dead because in the comics he is killed, but he does come back to life. And they do kind of give a bit of a spoiler of another movie coming out
Another movie coming out.
where they do a little close up on his coffin. Lois Lane drops some dirt on the coffin for unknown reasons.
Unknown
And
reasons.
the camera closes up on the coffin, and then like at the last few seconds of the movie, the dirt rises up, and then it does like a dun. Let me give an example. It was a little something like. Just 1 second. I will show you what the. It was like the end of the. It sounded like this. Like that.
Bum, bum, bum.
That means more movies.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love this movie. Like I can't express how good it was in my own opinion. And now let's talk about what came true when the
And
stuff
what
that
was
we talked
false?
about in the 2016 Hot or Not. We talked about this movie, right, right, Master M?
Yes, we did.
And we were talking in like kind of like conspiracy, like we were making up some conspiracies of whether they would either one of them would be killed, one of them they would team up, or like something else would happen. I personally thought they would team up, which is
I,
what happened.
in my opinion, I really thought that Batman had the possibilities of beating Superman, and after you told me, I was almost proven correct. He had him beat, but you know,
Yes,
you
he
know,
was about to stab him right in the chest with the kryptonite spear. Kryptonite. Until oh no, Lois Lane comes and stops it. I was like, no, I just wanted Superman to get wrecked.
yeah, I was about to be like, as like since you told me that, I just would have been like, yes, in your face. People who thought Superman was gonna destroy Batman and that he was gonna throw him around and that he doesn't have any special abilities. He can't beat Superman. He doesn't have laser eyes or force breath. I was about to be like, yes, in your face. You never had faith in Superman, but nope. That all came.
The reason why I wanted Batman to win was because personally I liked him being more like a human, and Superman, like, he wasn't from Earth.
Yeah.
Like, Batman was someone you could relate to. You could become Batman in real life.
You know what? I actually do think you have a point there. Oh my god, I saw the most funniest like fail video ever, and it was a guy dressing up as not Superman, Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it kind of looked like it was a purple Spider-Man, but I don't know if that was the lighting on the camera. He looked like a purple Spider-Man, and he jumped off like it was like a little building. It looked like a gasoline. I was about to say gasoline store. It looked like a gas station store. Then it was like the size of that. He jumped off, and he ended up landing in the middle of a crowd of people.
Oh wow.
I
Well,
think he was trying to use the web thing, but I think that's what happened. I think he was trying to do something with the webs, but then they like messed up, and then he ended up going splat.
that guy was on drugs. Okay, so
He was on drugs.
explained. Conspiracy debunked. He did not have webs. He was on drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. It really messes you up. You could end up like fake Spider-Man. Okay, so they did end up teaming up because of Lois Lane, and
Of course.
well, it wasn't actually fully because of Lois Lane. She kind of just helped them team up a little bit.
Yeah.
Batman's, as we all know, if you know about Batman and his past, his parents were shot and killed.
If
Both of
you've never watched Batman before, then you wouldn't know that.
It shows like a little cinematic in the movie where he is a kid and they're walking with he's walking with his parents, and then a burglar comes up, but then the dad just like tries to beat him up, but he ends up getting shot, and then the mom grabs the gun and tries to grab the gun, and then ends up getting shot somewhere in their neck or chest, and they end up both dying. And little boy Batman running away, crying and screaming. You know, average kid stuff.
Yeah.
It was pretty sad. It wasn't like sad to the point where you're like, "Oh man, I'm gonna cry." I mean, it was sad, but
Yeah.
so after that he falls into like a pit and like becomes Batman, and then that we're gonna talk about that later in the video. um, okay, so his mother's name was Martha, which is Superman's mom. Superman's mom name is Martha as well. And while he was about to be executed by Superman. I mean, executed by Batman. Superman said, like, save Martha. Like, but Batman couldn't understand him because his foot was on his throat. And then Lois Lane came and said he wants you to save his mom. And there you go. They team up. They do the stuff. They save their mom. Go through some bad guys. Average
Usual,
superhero
typical,
stuff.
usual,
Fighting,
typical,
punching.
cheesy, typical hero stuff.
Yeah. But in this movie, one huge thing that I noticed is that Batman is kind of careless. Like, he kills people. He doesn't like he's not like the Batman that we all know and love. He kills people. Like, we saw him in the movie shooting people, and I saw that as surprising, but
He's Batman.
it was urgent.
Batman,
He needed to
Batman.
save Superman's mom. So what was gonna happen to Lex Luthor was like the cause of everything everything bad that happens in the movie was because of Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor causes most of the distress in the movie.
Which, by the way, is played by Andy Samberg. And just saying, Andy Samberg was not bald. Ever.
Well, he does get shaved in the movie.
He does get shaved, but usually he's never bald. Never.
His hair is actually quite long.
Practically every single movie I've seen him in is like he always has hair. Like Zombieland, American Ultra, Victorious. He's. Wait, did he play that kid in Victorious, or was that a different kid?
I don't even know what shows you're talking about, to be honest.
You know that Victorious show with Victoria Justice in it? Did he play that goofy-looking haired kid, or was that somebody else? Hold on.
I didn't watch shows about girls.
Oh, well, when I had like nothing else to watch, like if SpongeBob wasn't on or like my favorite shows weren't on, that's what I watched.
Yeah. Well, there was only like one thing that I can recall that we were talking about in the 2016 movies live stream that was true, and that was that they team up. That's pretty much.
Whoops, that was not him. Never mind, that is a completely different person. My bad. That looked like Andy Samberg.
Oh, you just searched it up?
But yeah, Matt Bennett. Matt Bennett looks like Andy Samberg, sort of. Yeah, just dye Matt Bennett's hair brown a little bit, and he looked like Andy Samberg.
Oh, okay. Well, now that we have talked about them teaming up, we talk about what happens at the end. I know Master M already said that he gets killed.
Superman dies.
But do you tell them how he got killed?
He got stabbed by Doomsday.
Okay, but do you know how he got stabbed by Doomsday?
In the chest?
No, I mean how. Like.
Oh,
okay, let me say it.
Okay.
Okay, so okay, so Doomsday originally has two hands, right? Wonder Woman cuts one of the hands off, and it is replaced by a very sharp and deadly spike, which he later uses to kill Superman. But before he does that, Superman gets his Kryptonian spear with that green stuff at the end. I forget what it's called. What is it called? Kryptonite. He gets a kryptonite spear, and he stabs Doomsday right in the chest. He stabs him right in the chest, and he's pushing that spear through Doomsday's chest. But before he can completely kill Doomsday gets his newly formed spear hand and stabs him right in the chest.
Gasp!
Gasp! It was pretty traumatic.
Utter silence.
Yes, utter. It was disappointment. You could hear it. It was. Everyone was sad.
Like I said,
Oh no, wrong one. Sorry.
it's wrong one. Wait, which one is it? It's this one. That one is that one. Like I said, that the death of Superman was kind of like the death of Han Solo. Just saying, if you haven't watched Star Wars yet, that's like a sin. That's like a crime. Go to church and confess your sins. That you never watched a Star Wars movie. But it was kind of similar because Superman, he was such a beloved character. Then Han Solo, he was such an awesome beloved character. Exactly.
Okay. Personally, it didn't touch me as much as it touched and it didn't touch me the same way that it touched me when Han Solo got killed.
Okay, yeah.
But
when it came to Han Solo like when he got stabbed, I literally threw my popcorn in the air and it landed in the front row of the people in front of me.
well, some people would say that Superman's been in their lives, like in their whole, like has been there their whole lives, but Han Solo, Star Wars has been there
Yeah.
for me
I would actually say no. Hold on. I gotta see. Was Superman made before Star Wars or was it made after Star Wars?
before.
I gotta search this up.
Superman came out like in the 30s, dude.
Really?
Star Wars came out like in the 70s, yeah.
The first thing I searched up, it was like, when was Jesus born?
That was weird. That's weird.
The last thing is, when was Jesus crucified? I don't know. When was... 1938. Oh my god. Never mind. Superman is way older. Wait. When did the first Superman movie come out?
50s. It was the 50s.
I'm gonna say it's the 60s. Oh, we were completely wrong. The original Superman movie came out on December 10th, 1978.
The first
and then
one?
the first Star Wars movie. Oh, yes! In movie timelines, Star Wars is older. In comic book times and actual times, Superman is older. Star Wars beats...
What does that have to do with anything?
Star Wars beats Superman in movie times by 1 year, coming out on May 25th, 1977. I think that's a round of applause. Thank you, audience. Thank you. Why are you sad?
I'm not sad. I just did that to be funny. Okay, well, I hope you guys liked that live stream. There's nothing else to talk about, but
that was really quick.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about the movie. Pretty much what happens is, well, you know, Superman is mad at Batman.
Superman died.
Batman. Okay, you can continue, my Master M, for being so rude.
Started with my name, thanks. Superman dies. He's probably not dead. It's obvious that there's gonna be another one coming out. So
that's what happens at the end. Now let me continue at the beginning. Okay, so this is what happens. I'm going to go really, really fast. So this is what happens. Batman is acting bad. He's branding people with Batman symbol sticks with silver, and he's branding them. And when he brands people, it means that it means death when they go to jail, because everyone hates Batman in jail. I mean, You were probably put into jail by Batman. You would hate him. Okay, so he brands people, and Superman thinks that he is evil. So, oh wait, I should probably also state that the movie begins at the end of Superman Man of Steel.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that now. So pretty much what happens is like the whole entire world is kind of like scared of Superman, but a lot of people love him at the same time. Um, and people, the government like is building like some sort of like some weaponry to like destroy him just in case he becomes bad. But Lex Luthor has other plans. He wants to destroy him either way. But we all know Superman will probably never be bad unless he's hypnotized or something.
Yeah, probably.
And Lex Luthor, he gets all these passes and he gets to do whatever he wants pretty much. So he makes
Because
like
he's
a
Lex freaking Luthor.
he's rich. He's rich, rich, rich. And in the movie he kind of acts like the Joker, which I
Pretty
thought
much.
he was the Joker.
Except without the burned face.
And without
The the
with more
and
hair
without
too.
the hand shockers that kill you, and without the cards with his face on them, and without the funny gags
Okay. So
and all the clown jokes that kill you.
Batman's mad at Superman, and Batman's mad at Superman. I mean, Superman's mad at Batman, and Batman's mad at Superman. Superman originally like spares Batman. Batman wasn't ready to fight him yet, so he spared him. And then Batman comes with, of course, some pretty powerful armor that makes him equal to Superman. Now, Superman can throw him, but also Batman can throw him. And he could punch him right in the face as well.
What? What? The audience is probably like, what? Batman can punch Superman in the face? What?
Yeah, he can punch him in the face and not get killed when Superman punches him in the face.
Some people would probably be like, like if like Batman just had his original armor, he just punched Superman in the face. Superman would look at him and just like grab him. He grab him all Hulk style on low. I think that's how you say him, Loki. Loki, and just like grab him by the leg, and he just starts pounding him into the ground.
Like
That was
like
from the
Hulk
Avengers
does
movie,
in the
by the
first
way.
Avengers movie.
That was from the first Avengers movie, by the way. If nobody knew that.
I did.
If you didn't know that, then that's also a crime. That movie was made on 2012. That was like 4 years ago. If you have not watched it, that's also a sin.
It came out in 2010 or 11 or 12,
No,
right?
it came out in 2012. I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
Okay. Okay, well, I forgot what I was talking about. So, oh yeah, Batman makes kryptonite weapons so he could destroy Superman, of course, and he weakens Superman to the point where he could stab him in the freaking chest with his kryptonite spear. Sorry, but as I said before, Lois Lane stops him, and that yada yada yada. They team up, and yada yada yada. They destroy Doomsday, yada yada yada. He gets stabbed in the chest by freaking Doomsday. And then at the end, of course, we got this little spoiler type thing where it looks like Superman is still alive. But we are still not 100% sure. But just like in the comics, he does come back to life in the comics, so it is very possible he could come back to life in the movies. But we are not 100% sure.
Yep, it came out in 2012. I knew it.
Okay, well, Batman, let me just tell you about Batman's arsenal for trying to destroy Superman. First of all, he had 2 guns filled with kryptonite bullets, but they weren't bullets, to be honest. They were more like they would like attach to his skin and like release like some kryptonite air,
That's
and it
smart.
would make him all weak and stuff, and then Batman could punch him. That's pretty much the one thing that made Batman like stand a chance.
Yeah.
Like, we just go on forever if he didn't have that. But he does end up saving his mom, and that's all that matters. They save the mommy, they save Lois, and they save all the innocent people who haven't killed anyone yet. Probably, for all we know, we don't know. Well, that's all I gotta say about this.
Okay, I'm just here with you.
I hope you guys liked that video. Please like
Live
and
stream.
subscribe. And goodbye. You go ahead now, Master M.
Okay, guys, leave a like on the video, dislike it. I hope you don't care. I really don't care, to be honest. I really don't. I may have said that a bunch of times, but I really don't
I
care.
already
You're still
disabled.
stupid. Subscribe to both of our channels. I think that's all I gotta say. Spoiler alert: if you never watched the movie, so you may have just been spoiled right now by this live stream. So, deuces, guys. Me and Not So Obvious Gamer are out of here.
Bye-bye. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? It's time to go and do stuff now.